Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for My Hero Academia Season 6, Episode 5. So, we ended off with Shigaraki waking up from his tank, and unfortunately, we have Exless there, who, I imagine is gonna die. Poor guy. But I imagine that's just gonna be the case since he's waking up right next to the guy. I hope he puts up a fight, but I don't know. I think he's just cannon fodder since this is the first time we're seeing him. But yeah, the one thing I will say, I think I missed in episode 2, they were talking about how not just Shigaraki, but the high ends that he released aren't fully awakened yet, which is what in last episode they were talking about how they were like awakening a little more and everything, and I thought it just meant like, oh, getting out of the tank, like stretching the muscles and stuff like that, but it actually is the case that like the way that he woke these high ends up, either that or it had to do with the fact that they weren't just fully cooked, like maybe they were 75% kind of like Shigaraki was. That kind of thing. And so he uh hair in my mouth. I got it. Sorry about that. The so the high ends weren't fully awakened yet. That's what they meant last episode. I was just speculating because I had missed that line. Sometimes it's hard, guys. Sometimes the lines go by really fast, and I'm also trying to watch the action. I want to see, what the characters are doing, what they look like, but sometimes it's just spamming lines across the screen while I'm trying to like see what's going on. So sometimes I choose like not to read lines, or I skim them very quickly and essentially miss them in order to like watch what's happening as well. So I make mistakes, and that's why sometimes going through these episodes a second time is kind of nice. And I'm trying to talk and react at the same time, which I'm not the best at talking and reading, so I try to find a good spot to say what's on my mind in the moment, but not miss things too. But either way, Dabi told Hawks some kind of secret, maybe about his identity or whatnot, and then did something to Hawks, and we cut away. We never went back. Mirko tried her damnedest to stop Shigaraki from being awakened in that tank, and unfortunately, all that damage she took was really for nothing. I mean, maybe we'll find out that because he was 75% done, maybe he won't be as powerful as he could have been, and that will have made Mirko's sacrifice a little more valid. But anyway, this is a long conversation for the start. Let's just get started with the episode and see what happens, shall we? Alrighty, guys, we're going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Ah, Mirko. I also, like, another thing that I missed was, it's very minor, but his goggles are filling up with water, which is just funny. God, she's a badass. My glasses really need to be cleaned. I'm hoping we go into the opening while I'm cleaning glasses. Endeavor cauterizes some of the wounds. Oh, that's the coolest animated we've seen his attack, too. Alright, cool. So evacuations are done, and the heroes that we're evacuating are going to help. I was able to follow along even with glasses off. What a crazy way to carry that guy. I guess he has his arm in front of him now, but first he was like holding him like this and running. The Lord of Evil! Oh. Fucking Graki. And shock. Jeez, is he missing a couple fingers? Is that the result of the last fight? His arm is still messed up too, so either he got the regeneration ability from all this, and it is kind of like All for One's top of his head, where because it was an injury he got before, it's not able to recover it. Or he just doesn't have the regeneration quirk yet. Or maybe it's something that he needs to activate himself, not something that just works passively. I don't know. Interesting. I want to see what happened to Hawks. Alrighty. Crust. Makes me want another season of Tate no Yusha no Yagara. Ugh. Yeah, we saw this, right? Luckily he can burn them. What a badass. She still wants to fight. Shit. Ugh. Nice, Gran Torino. Hell yeah. Alright, backup is here. I love how, like, even though Aizawa doesn't have, like, a power-type quirk, just because he's able to stop their quirks, he's, like, doesn't even really need backup. Damn! That was a hard kick. Ugh. Jeez, did that do it? Is that one done? Exless. You gotta stop him. No, dead. God damn it. I wished he could have done something. Oh, that's where he gets his cape from. His red cape. Oh, fuck me, the title. Oh no, the thrill of destruction. Oh, this again. I had a theory, like, does he go? He does go. He's gonna fly over there. Oh, so he knows that Hawks is up there. Take this! Sorry. They said the line. It's dangerous to go alone. I love it. He just bounce out of him. Oh my god. He didn't pay. Oh, let's save him, and he might know Dabi's secret now, possibly. Good shit, Tokoyami. Oh, look at his back. The back is gone. Shit. Don't get. Oh my god! Melt Lady! Out of nowhere. Holy shit. Don't let him shake you. He's a villain. Oh, the light. Fire's his weakness, too. Probably can't fly. Can Facum absorb fire? Ooh, yeah, he can't do too much. Damn. Jeez, look at it down there. Oh. Oh, shit. More light. Uh-oh. He was saving up. Oh, Todoroki? Was he here, or was he at the other place? Oh, no. Oh, my God. A bottom. A big ass coming at you. No, it must have been the ice guy that's on the enemy side. Yep. I was gonna say, like, my first thought was Todoroki, but I think he's at the hospital. Hey, we never saw his face before, did we? Start early. Oh, he flew away. Yeah. Oh. Good. Hawks. I wonder if Hawks' power will still work. Oh, fuck, yep. I predicted that he was gonna fight. Oh, fuck. He can smell him from that far away? Oh, fuck. God damn it. I knew it though. Shigaraki at one location, Gigantomachia at the other. We're gonna have two giant boss battles. Unless Gigantomachia goes to him, then that might be even worse. Aw. Ida. Oh. Even the animals. Is Coda talking to them? Nice. Sweet deal. Whoa, the airplane guy! What is that? We've seen that guy in the background before. He's weird. Oh! What? Whose voice? What voice? What? Is that the first? Yeah! What? Oh, oh. Oh, shit. Oh, this is so ominous. Shit, what is that? Oh, his face. Jeez. Oh my god. He can destroy things connected to things. Yep. Jesus Christ. How does Midoriya fight that? I mean, black whips, maybe you can stop them if the black whips start to decay. Oh my god. All the birds flying away. The whole hospital's about to decay, isn't it? Oh, Racerhead. Oh, fuck you, Nomu. Fuck, no! No, 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 no. Oh, he's decaying. Oh, who just saved his ass? Who was that? Who is the... Crushed! Fuck! That was one of the top 10 heroes. Good fucking god. And here we thought we had to evacuate patients. We have to... Oh my god! It is... No, 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 no! Did she cut off the source of it? Holy shit! Oh my god. I did not expect this. Don't fucking use it that way, you bitch. Fuck. I'm like shaking. I can't believe that shit. $45%! That's higher than ever before, right? Except for, obviously... Jeez. Didn't stop it. Yep, he's figuring it out. He knows. Todoroki, hell yeah. Is it just gonna decay that? How do you stop it? It decays everything it touches. How do you cut off the source? Oh my god. Oh god. Oh, sick. Oh, floating the bus. God, some of the cars. They had to leave. This is terrifying. How far is it gonna spread? Good God. They sure have created a monster. Is there something in that? Oh. Oh, those were the bullets. Were those the completed ones that were destroyed? Oh, the doctor made more. Whoa. Is he all for one? Oh my god, Midori is hearing the first, and is he hearing all for one? Oh, fuck. How is that thing still working? Holy shit. No downtime either, huh? He's just gonna go straight into destroying mode. Wow. Holy shit. That was an episode. That was like... I'm gonna be honest. There are a lot of dark things I see in anime that, like, don't bother me that much, you know, because I'm so used to watching shows that I might be like, wow, that was crazy, you know? But I never feel, like, disturbed. But I genuinely felt disturbed when, like, not even when Crust died or Xless, because I already saw the Xless one coming. Crust was like a noble sacrifice, you know? So, like, I didn't feel it as much when I saw that, but just seeing those random heroes in the street just fall into chunks so quickly, that was like, that actually disturbed me because they just stood no chance. They didn't go out trying to save someone. You know, they were just running for their lives and just disintegrated. Holy shit. Alrighty, guys. That's it for episode 5. Good God. Like, what do we even talk about? The only thing I want to go back to do, it really sucks. I really don't want to see it again, but the heroes that vaporized, did we know any of them? So after Crust fell, yeah, it was these. Oh God. Uh, one of them I feel like maybe we've seen before. I think the rest of them are ones we've never seen. It's hard to tell because they all have their backs. They all turn around and run though, right? Like, I feel like maybe the guy with the bullhorns, maybe we've seen before. Oh, God, they just turn into chunks. Oh, okay. That's insane. Jesus. Alright, well, the episode started off pretty good with the evacuation complete, which meant the other heroes were able to go in and fight. Hawks' back is gone, like, and wings totally burned up and everything. Like, I wonder, like, we know that he's had his wings burned before during the fight against the high end. He used them with Endeavor and they ended up getting burnt up. And he got them back. But with that much damage, will they come back? Is Hawks done as a hero now after this damage? Assuming, I mean, I assume that we didn't save him for nothing. I'm making the assumption that he's gonna live from this point now, you know. But but yeah, the episode title, The Thrill of Destruction. Oh my god. Okay. Well, before we get into that, I don't even know. Like, my mind is just gone. My mind's disintegrated. Like, I don't even want to talk about it, but the stuff before Shigaraki, we had Dabi kind of biding his time, right? Because he has a limit to the amount of fire he can output. It's hurting his body, which is why he has like the burnt skin that he has. I'm pretty sure. They've hinted at that and everything, but the fire he was putting out, he purposefully kept a couple blasts weaker. It wasn't that they were weaker because of the blasts prior. It was because he was saving some energy so that way he could big blast if he needed to. But luckily, honestly, this was a situation where another villain kind of helped Tokoyami, because that big thing of ice really stopped Dabi in his tracks and helped Tokoyami get away. And now, whatever it is that Dabi told Hawks, you know, thinking that he was gonna kill Hawks, I think anyway, Hawks now got away and knows it, or seemingly got away. We'll have to wait and see, I guess, but if Hawks can share that information with the rest of us, it might do wonders into either stopping Dabi or understanding Dabi a little better, which obviously pretty much everyone thinks that he's in some way related to the Todorokis, like the brother that supposedly died or whatever. So I'm curious about that. But like that destruction, I don't even know what to say. Like that is some next level shit. And that was just from one touch and one spread. Like, it's not even like he did that and now he's like exhausted and like he doesn't seem phased. I mean, he did like have that, but I think that was more so like all for one in his head. Because he had that moment where he was like, you know, and I don't know if that was because he used the power too much or if it was because of the all for one moment in his head. But other than that one little hiccup, it seems like he could just do what he just did again. Like, that's some insane destructive power, because we've seen, like, destructive power before, like, maybe not on that scale, but I don't know. I feel like this was even more than Camino Ward, right? With All for One versus All Might. I think, anyway. It seems like it was more damage done. And that took, big ass blasts from both, I think it was mainly All for One that did a lot of the damage. I think a lot of All Might's was directed like upwards, right? But I don't know. I guess All for One wasn't really tired till he got beat either, so he probably could have continued with that level of destruction as well. I'm trying to think of other, like, really destructive things we've seen. But I feel like a lot of it, like, not Shigaraki, fuck, what am I saying? Todoroki doing his giant ice walls and stuff. He, like, freezes up at some point and he has to stop and do his fire. He's training to do both at the same time, and he can do it kind of, but he loses a lot of mobility and stuff. But like in season 2 they referenced it kind of like a MP bar, saying like their physical abilities too. And obviously with whatever enhancements has been done to him in this tank, whether it was getting some super regeneration or it was getting All for One, like that quirk, or whatever it was that was like really done to him in that tank, was enough to make it so it bypasses that physical limitation that he used to have. Man, that is just insane. And now we have Gigantomachia, who's gonna be coming in, who, like, the heroes were, like, biting on the fact that he wasn't getting to get any orders, but that isn't the case anymore. So he's gonna be springing into action and just causing destruction. We already know, like, we haven't really seen... I feel like we haven't really seen Gigantomachia go all out, like, on screen. Like, we were told during the My Villain Academia stuff last season, we were kind of told how strong he was and saw some of the destruction when, like, Gran Torino went after him and everything. But we didn't really see him go all out, right? And he destroyed, like, multiple mountainsides when it showed that from Gran Torino, saying, like, that thing's a monster. So, like, we have both of those, just, and then whatever villains survive this and join up, too. Hell, there might be villains that never joined in the first place that see his power and are like, fuck it, I'm with him, and just start wreaking havoc, too. But good God. As for Midoriya, we had, like, a little bit of the first being, like, someone transcendent is, like, nearby. That's insane. And Midoriya did 45% power for the first time, and we didn't see too much after he did it. But like, I wonder how much, because whenever he did like 25%, right? That was, or it was like 25% ish, I think, is where, like, he said my whole body is creaking and stuff like that. Um, and like, he would do flicks at that too, and his fingers would turn like, bruised after a little bit of doing that much power. So like, is he hurt from 45%? Because that's a substantial more than what he was doing before. But I mean, he might just have some leg pain, or, you know, some time has passed. I think it's possible that, during the My Villain Academia stuff, some time had passed. Maybe, well, My Villain Academia was flashing back up to the attack that we heard about for the heroes. So either way, maybe he's trained enough that he can do 45% a little more decently. But I mean, he's gonna have to either get more quirks soon, and learn how to use them rather quickly, or he's gonna have to like use what power he has available to him. I mean, I don't know how many other people can fight him. I don't even know how Midoriya can fight him, right? Because if Midoriya goes to punch or kick him, he's just gonna disintegrate Midoriya. So like, it's crazy because Shigaraki is set up to be so powerful now that I'm excited, because the show finds creative ways for the heroes to fight and the villains to fight. So I'm actually really excited to find the way that Midoriya manages to fight him like this, because obviously I don't think the show is going to end, this is the story about how I became the world's greatest hero. I don't think Shigaraki is just going to kill everyone and it's over. So, but yeah, man, like, I'm just excited to, I'm terrified and excited to see it. Before we start talking about the other stuff that happened to Midoriya with One for All, I know I started talking about that and then went on a tangent on other things, but I want to talk about a couple of the moments, because I think they got out of their cars and started running, but I like that. I mean, it's a panic situation, right? You're prioritizing as many lives as you can save as possible, and you see them like grabbing the buses, like uh Uraraka floats one of them, and they floated away. And like, I think, wasn't there something done to another bus? Was it I'm not sure which one it was. Someone did something to another bus. And I can't remember what it was now. But like, I like that they didn't just focus on the individual people they were grabbing. They grabbed like some of the buses too, if they could. Because that, I mean, I'm sure they had a lot of people on them, and like, rather than grabbing like individual cars too, right? Like, they focused on what was important. Oh yeah, Jesus, Midoriya. Yeah, it was Midoriya that did it. He black whipped, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. He's holding one, and he has the black whips on another. Was this the one she floated? Or is he just pulling it? Let me go back a second. Okay, maybe that's the one she floated, and then Nejire did another one. Yeah, Nejire was able to use her like energy power or whatever. It seemed like she was able to pick one up too. I don't know if Uraraka made that one float too, or if it was just Nejire strong enough to pick up a bus with her power. I didn't really realize she could pick things up with that power, but yeah. It also cuts in a way that I'm actually not sure if it is Uraraka making the one that Midoriya grabbed float. Because it cut away, it might not be. If we watch the scene, can we tell better? It's just terrifying having, what's her name? Like, Blazin, or whatever her name is. Uh, just saying, like, anyone, Endeavor, listing off all these names and being like, anyone, answer. That's crazy. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell whether that was all one bus or if it was like multiple buses that they did, but either way, I like that they did like focus the buses, and they also tried to get people out of the cars and everything the best they could, Like these kids are doing the best they can to save as many people. Like we saw Bakugo like grab the lady that was giving him like the chocolate buns, which was a kind of a nice little moment. But also like grabbed a kid with his teeth too. They're doing everything they possibly can to save as many people as they can. But obviously, like we saw a few heroes get disintegrated, I can't imagine the amount of people that weren't lucky enough to get grabbed by a hero and got disintegrated. I imagine the casualties are astronomical. So that was insane. But okay, talking about the Midoriya stuff now, like, holy shit. Like, the first seems to be, like, realizing that he is so damn powerful that he can even sense it. Where was that moment where he started to feel it? Okay, here it is. So the first thing he says is the backlash is coming. Honestly, I kind of want to see this episode in dub because I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Sometimes the dub does a better job at translating things to make a little more sense than the subs do. So obviously, I'm pretty sure the dub is behind. So I think it's going to be a few weeks before the dub even comes out for this one. So maybe we'll learn more before then. But if anything, I'm looking forward to seeing the dub, just if anything, to get another perspective on what he's saying. Because he says the backlash is coming. I don't know what that means, but then he also says, I don't have long to talk. Where's the next line? Freed from the shackles of humanity with increasing power. So I'm guessing that's just... I mean, he's just talking about Shigaraki, right? Like, freed from the shackles of humanity. And I guess by that, I mean, I don't feel like Shigaraki ever had that much... I guess it could be referring to him, like, casting aside all of his family and Nana and everything in the last episode. Like, I guess it could be a mental thing, but I don't know that it really was. I feel like he's always been, like, off his rocker and wasn't really shackled by humanity. But what I think was shackled by, like, what it means by that is Shigaraki had his physical limitations because he's just a human, right? A human with this one quirk. And now that he has this extra power, he's freed from the shackles of humanity. I think that's what it's referring to. It could still be a mental thing, but someone transcendent is coming. God, stop him. That's crazy. And then, like, we just spend this while going through all the characters and with this ominous, just not even music, but this background track going on that's just creepy. Oh, man. Was there anything else that he said? Just zooming into Midoriya's eyes. It's also interesting, this, like, digitally looking line thing that came as the decay came out. We've never seen that before, I don't think. Is that just a new way they chose to animate his power? Or is that something new to the power because of this enhancement that he's had done to him? I'm not really sure. It's kind of hard to tell because, sometimes it could just be like an artistic choice to do this, right? But, man, like, Aizawa almost died. I don't know if Aizawa would have had any tricks up his sleeve, but like with the decay coming at him like that, if Crust didn't do what he did, I wonder if, because I don't think we got to see, there was a lot happening like really fast, so it's possible I missed something, but I wonder if Crust was already starting to decay. Granted, the people that decayed very quickly, but like I'm curious if Crust was already decaying and he chose to use the last of his ability to save Aizawa, or if he was perfectly fine and sacrificed himself to save Aizawa. I'm not sure, but like props to Crust, because obviously his shields probably wouldn't do very much against this kind of power, but Aizawa being who he is with the ability he has, he might be able to stop, Shigaraki temporarily and allow some heroes to do something. Granted, that would put him in pretty crazy danger, but he might be one of our best chances to land like a good blow if Aizawa and Midoriya can like team up together. What they need to do is they need to like Midoriya needs to carry Aizawa on his back like he did Eri, and Aizawa just needs to be like, I stopped his powers, and then Midoriya can go in and strike, and then he's like, I need to blink, and then he backs off, That way, Midoriya can always keep Aizawa safe. Not saying that Aizawa can't like protect himself. Like obviously Aizawa is very skilled, but Shigaraki is just on another level where if he does this town-wide destruction again, anywhere Aizawa is standing, even if Aizawa like clings onto a lamppost or something, the decay is going to go up that lamppost and then go onto his ropes, right? I guess he could throw the ropes away, but then he lands down and there could be more decay at his feet, right? Like, it's insane. And Midoriya, if he can harness the power, enough power of One for All in order to like hover in the air with his kicks like he was doing during the overhaul fight, then he could avoid a lot of it. There's also, if he can awaken Nana Shimura's quirk, which I believe was called Float, if I'm not mistaken, and then with One for All making Float more powerful, the ability Float doesn't make me feel like flight, right? But maybe with the enhancing of One for All in that power, maybe he will be able to just straight up fly. And that would help Midoriya fight this, spreading decay. But, man, this episode was insane, guys. Like, it was just so chilling seeing Crust just all of a sudden be gone. We didn't even, it happened so fast. And that's, the terrifying nature of Shigaraki's power now, is anyone we care about could be gone, I can't snap well, my fingers are too slippery right now. But anyone we love could be gone instantly, right? And it's not even his power doesn't even leave much room to be like, oh my god, I just gave myself chills. But his power doesn't even leave room for people to say goodbye. And it's not like one of those things where Hawks is really hurt right now. He could pass off a few things to Tokoyami and then he could die, right? And you could have a kind of a good goodbye for the character. Whereas here, legit, if someone makes a mistake, they could just be gone. And it's a very real possibility. This show has gotten, in the last season or so, the last couple seasons have shown increasingly dark things, and I don't think we're too far away from potentially having because earlier seasons I felt yes, other characters get hurt and die, and sometimes they, instead of killing kids like the kids from Class A, they have them suffer injuries that could be permanent, like Ida's hand and Midoriya's hand and stuff like that. but I think we're entering the territory where it's very possible we could lose some kids here. I really don't want to. Like, the 20 kids from Class A are awesome, and there's only a couple of them that I can say, like, I don't necessarily like super care about them because they're not super developed, but that doesn't mean I want them to die, right? But like the Sugar Rush and stuff like that, we don't know much about him, so like that would hit me hard seeing him die or something like that, right? But it wouldn't hit me as hard as like Suyu or like Uraraka or Ida, any of like the big characters in Class A. Even like after the development of Kirishima, seeing like either Kirishima or Mina Ashido would be like really sad as well. Like any characters we've gotten some solid backstory on and stuff like that, like it would be really rough to see, and I think we are entering that kind of territory. Don't even get me started with, the big chopping block that's on All Might with his death prediction, like an unspeakable, gruesome death like that. We're still not past that prediction yet. We're hoping that it's been altered, but we don't know. So, like, if we lose Toshinori, oh my god. But yeah, guys, crazy episode. This is a game changer of an episode. Like, the destruction of Japan has begun. It's not even something that like he's gonna go and recover a little bit and we have some time to plan. No, it seems like he is moving now. He's going along with it right now. So, Jesus, we have to fight him right now. Like, is it possible that this is the season that we take down Shigaraki and move to a different villain? Because I just don't know how we nullify him. And like, even if he gets away and goes into hiding, like, he could cause that destruction at any moment again. I don't know if him getting away, unless you do something to like weaken him to the point where it takes him a while to recover, kind of like what happened to All For One, where he just goes into hiding in order to recover for a long time. But I don't know. I am fascinated to see where this anime goes now, because this is like, this is it's like, it reminds me of Sylar, where you're just like, how do you beat this guy from Heroes back in the day? But anyways, yeah, crazy. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's going to be it from me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see extra content from me. I have early access for my other shows, not for this since I watch it as it airs. And then Patreon exclusive shows on there as well. So if you want to see some stuff that isn't released to YouTube yet, check that out. Link in the description below, or it should be popping up on the screen. Thank you so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.